Right, what's going on, people? It's a new week, it's Monday, so we've actually entered 2 positions today already, so quite a busy start to the trading week. They've both been losers, so not ideal, but just the sequence of trades, really. They're quite unfortunate as they did just take me out, and then they've both gone into my direction and hit where I was aiming for. So, I mean, direction right, just my entry was a bit too early, but nothing we can really do about that. The entry signal happened and we entered and we got taken out for a loss. So, is what it is. We had 3 winners last week in a row, so like I said at the end of my last video, we're more than likely to hit a loss relatively soon, which we have. So I'm just gonna share my screen now and we will get into the trades now. So this is the first position. This is the first position that I took. So it was on pound Swiss, good old pound Swiss. Having a fair few entry setups on pound Swiss at the beginning of the year. So that's good. It's been quite an active pair for me. I'm just going to blow up the 4 hour here so you can see what I was seeing. So going into today, I had this low marked out here, which was pretty much relatively equal lows with this low here. So strong case for price to come down into it and take out liquidity. We have this QM formation here, so we had the breaker structure. Once this high broke structure, and then we've been pretty much just like trading sideways. But I can read price action quite well still. Even though we are in this choppy market, we've been sort of just generating liquidity below these lows after this initial breaker structure here. And my target is this high here, because you can see here we've had near miss here, left the gap. We've had a near miss here again, left this gap. So we're just now building up to take out that gap in my analysis. Price also last week formed these equal highs here. So yeah, looking to get long really. So that's the 4 hour. Go down into the entry time frame. We had this completion of this pattern here, this wedge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after that, I went down to my entry time frame, 5 minute, blow this up. So we took out that 4 hour equal low liquidity, which is this line here. Broke structure indicated by this red arrow with displacement leaving fair value gap, and we also had a QM form here. Initially the trade was running into profit, failed to break above these highs with any strong momentum after coming down and tagging us in. So once we reached this high, I removed 50% of the risk, because if price is going to take out this low, we're more than likely to run this low, because we've already filled in this imbalance with this candle here. For it to then come down and test it again, it's not as likely to go back up in my direction. It's more than likely to come and take out the initial low, which we ended up doing. And yeah, so that was that trade. And as you can see now, if I go out and blow it up, we can see we actually took me out by like 6 pips. And now we would have hit my target, which was this high for 5R. But we didn't, and it was an L. So that was the first one. Second trade was on pound dollar. So once again playing pullback play on the pound strength. If I go on to the 4 hour again, so we had this low here marked out. I can get rid of this now really because that's old, and just waiting for price to take this out and come into this area here, which is a lot of support. So get rid of that. Once I've seen that, went down onto the lower time frames, we can see price ran Asia low here, and I was waiting for that, well, for my confirmations to then get long. So on the 5 minute we had that, we had the break of structure, we formed equal lows, we had this QM and the fair value gap in the fib level. So all my confluences are there to take it long, and unfortunately we literally just got wicked out on this one by 1 pip and have now traded to the upside. So it is what it is. This has happened to me before where we get wicked out by a pip, and it also hasn't happened, so this is just part of it. Unfortunately these things happen, and yeah, we go on to the next trade and see when that is. But yeah, they are the 2 trades for today. My swing play on pound Swiss could be developing. So if I go on to pound Swiss, not pound Swiss, dollar Swiss. So we are coming up into my level where I'm looking to get short from. We've got the previous weekly high marked out here. Entry's going to be up here in this sort of liquidity point of interest level that I've got marked out. So looking to place that order relatively soon, and yeah, I'll update you with that swing position. Unfortunately as well, I did want to get into a swing position long on pound Swiss, and I think I've got it saved, but I just set my limit a bit too late. So this would be the swing position on pound Swiss. When we were in this sort of region, I had my point of interest already marked out, and we had already sort of like tagged into the limit that I would have set, because I have my point of interest here and I set my limit 5 pips above the 50% mark in this zone. So we had already tagged into that, but with swing positions, normally price can, I've got 30 pip stop, so I was expecting price to sort of like tag into this area maybe a few times and then go, but we literally just tagged into it, and then I set my order at that level, but we didn't retest it. We did come very, very close to tagging us in, but we didn't. But this is the swing play that I wanted to play on pound Swiss, which looks very nice now. We've got the sort of momentum to the upside, but if we get into that dollar Swiss short, I'm unsure. I did actually cancel my order on dollar Swiss, potentially not going to take it, as if I would be in the pound Swiss play, which is better play than this one, I wouldn't be looking to play the dollar Swiss short, because I don't want to be playing Swiss weakness and Swiss strength, even though it's against the dollar and the pound. So I need to make a decision on that. But yeah, other than that, that's the start to the week. Two L's on one day. I wouldn't enter another day trade today, because in my plan, 2 L's in a day, I don't want to be, we're getting into the over trading territory there, and more setups are going to come in the next weeks and months. And so today, take those 2 L's, not an issue, right direction, wrong timing. And yeah, we'll move on to the next. And yeah, if you've got any questions, put them down below. If you've got any advice, or yeah, you've had this similar situation happen to you, pop it down below. Be sure to subscribe, and if you like the video, please leave a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.